Welcome to Unit 6, which is called Measure and Geometry, and it consists of two parts, and this is Real Shanghai Mathematics Practice Book 3.2. So the first one is called Perimeter, and by perimeter, it just refers to all the way around. So if you start from here, add the distance from there to there, to there, to there, all the way around back to the beginning, and that would be the perimeter. And for this one, you just go around it. And then question 2, these pictures are made up of identical squares. So what is the shortest perimeter? So work out the perimeter, then you can see which is the shortest one. So the first one, A, is just before 2 times 4, and the other one is more than that. And C, just check between C and A which one is going to be the shorter one. And then B, the perimeter of isosceles triangles. Remember, isosceles triangle 8 meters. The other side will also be 8 meters. So it's 8 plus 8 plus 6. And then 3, you can work it out. Just make sure you go all the way around for each shape. And then question 4 is just a triangle. For first one, just add those together, and then the other shape, a quadrilateral, which means 4 sides, just add those together. And then question 5 is a case of measuring it. Make sure you're doing in millimeters, and then add them all together, and that will give you the perimeter. And then level B, you can try that yourself and see if the answer is the same. Looks like it will probably be the same, but you can just double check that that's the case. And then moving on to the second section, which is called perimeter of rectangles and squares, and because they are a little bit special because they're repetition. So perimeter of a rectangle, 25, and this one will have to be 25 because it has two parallel sides. So pair the parallel sides, that's parallel, and those are parallel and identical. 14, 14, 25, 25, so 50 plus 14 plus 14, 28, 50 plus 28, and a square 42 all the way around, 42 times 4. And then question 2 is the case of just working it out. So let's do the rectangle, the 15 and the 41. So if it's 15 length, that means 15 plus 15, 30, and you're left with 10, and there's 2 widths, so it'll have to be 5, because 15 plus 5 is 20, and then 2 lots of those will give you 40. And then you can do the square, which should be easier. 4 times 4 is 16. And question 3, let's just do C, which is incorrect, because 4-sided shape would be 4 centimeter square. Perimeter would have been 4 times 4, which is 16. And question 4, which is on page 79, if you do 4b, the length of a square is 32. So the perimeter would be what? 32 times 4. And the unit of perimeter, because length is centimeter, not squared, okay, centimeter, but its area, in this case, 32 times 32, and the unit would be centimeter squared, which is the 2 at the top. And then level B is a rectangle, and if it's taken 3 centimeters away, so that would mean that 8 centimeter is the length which is given to you, and the width would have to be 5 centimeters. Moving on to page 80, find the perimeter of the area of the shape. So it should be straightforward. 14 plus 14 plus 25 plus 25. Or we can do 14 plus 25, add it together and times it by 2, because those things are repeated twice, and the square would also be 27 times 4 for that one. That's page 80, question 1. And then moving on to question 2, 2b. You can do the sum of the length, will do 2b, sum of the length with 30 centimeters, perimeter is how much? So the length and width together 30 centimeters, and those two are just going to be times by 2 and gives you that. If the length is 7 centimeters, the area is what? If the length, okay, so that would have been 13 times 7, and then it'll give you centimeters squared. And 3, you can try that yourselves. 3b, we can do 3b. If the length of the longer side is 8, it can be divided into 2 identical squares. If it's 2 identical squares, that means 8 is going to be the length, and the width has to be 4 centimeters there. So the perimeter would have to be 8 plus 4 is 12 times by 2. And then level B, you guys can try it yourself, although it looks a bit tricky, particularly question 1. But if you want to try it, then please do. And with that, we'll end this unit, which is unit 6, and move on to the last unit, which is unit 7. Please do like and subscribe and share your comments, which would be a great help. Thank you.